Hello everyone, Pockets here, back again, finally playing some more BattleTech. I know it's been a couple of weeks, and as all you viewers will notice, we are looking at the RogueTech screen. So, a little bit about that and the status of the previous ongoing vanilla playthrough. The last couple of weeks I've been fighting with Steam. I've been having problems with many of my games, not just BattleTech, and in fixing it, I have lost or destroyed or corrupted all of my most of my saves. All of my BattleTech ones don't work, and a few other games as well. I lost the saves. I can't seem to recover them. So rather than spending more time, I'm sure I could fix it, but rather than spending more time trying to fix it, I've decided just to move on, and that means RogueTech. So that's what we're gonna do. So that series, unless I can get it fixed sometime in my off time, I would consider that series done. It's okay for me. I've already completed the storyline at least once. It's a little sad that I don't get to use my Duo King Crab Atlas solo playthrough thing that I was working with, but we're going to try RogueTech. That's what we're going to do today. It's a lot of fun. I did a couple of one-offs just to give it a try. Probably 3 just to see what some of the settings did and all that, and I figured ready to get into it. So we'll talk about it as we go. We're going to do a new game. And we're going to do a custom campaign so I can show you the settings, but we're going to actually leave them default. I'm just going to sort of talk about some of them so we have an idea what we're getting ourselves into. RogueTech is much harder than the vanilla game in general. Okay, so here we are. First settings, so we're going to go Ironman and we're going to do unequipped mechs. And by default, it takes 5 parts to get a mech. So instead of 3 like in the vanilla, you need 5 parts. And unequipped means it comes with nothing on it once you build it. So you actually have to also build the fittings for it. I had toyed with the idea of doing 3 and unequipped just to make it faster, but I read because there's a lot more variants of each mech, so there's more Shadowhawks, for example. There's more than 1 or 2 variants that you'd have in vanilla. There's in some cases 5, 6, 7, who knows how many. But apparently, it's set up so the variant pieces will count as whatever you have the most of, or something. There's some way that you can still build using variant parts. So we'll leave it at 5. We'll see how that works. Didn't play long enough to even find a mech, so I don't know. We'll see how that goes. We're going to do starter mechs random. There are some pre-builds here. You can see all these different ones. A Marauder would be really nice, just because I like the Marauder. But we're going to go random. I got some interesting ones that aren't listed here. I got this crab. It was called a Gimji. It was called a Gimji. It was like a king crab model shrunk down to a 50-ton medium mech. But it was like fighting, like claws for fighting, and it had arc lasers for close combat, and it was a big melee monster. It moved really fast. It just busted things with its fists or its claws. It was awesome. So I'd love to get that for my actual YouTube playthrough, but who knows what we're going to get, and that's kind of part of the fun. Sometimes you get a bunch of lights too, and I have heard that you do get some unplayable setups, so if we do get one of those, we will restart. None of these are pretty straightforward. This basically increases your difficulty on a planet by up and down by half a skull per point, so in this case up to 1 skull higher or lower, based on the difficulty of this place. So if we're at a half-star place, this will give us a up to 1.5 star difficulty. Normal, normal, normal. We're going to take this. We'll go to 7,000. There's a reason for that. I'm not doing it just to get more points, but when you start the game, you start with a bunch of MechWarriors, and they all start with 6,000 skill points. So I ended up not using the character we created as much as possible because he's lower, starts lower. So this should give us at least a little closer, if not a little more power, and that should be fine. Just to start. It's not going to matter. It's still going to be hard as hell because, well, you'll see. Ronin, pilots per system, that's fine. MechWarrior progression is slow, so we actually get less skill points. There's lots of options here you can go if you want. So you get less skill points for doing things, so it takes longer to get skills, which is fine with me. I don't actually know what this one is. Hang on. If we hover, it should tell us. Oh yeah, so this tells us every time we click a point, it's the exponent used to calculate the next skill. So if we go slow, it's more points. So we're getting a double whammy here. We're getting less points per deal, and every step is going to cost more exponentially. So that's cool. And this is... So these 3 play together, it's going to make it super slow, and I'm fine with that. I don't understand the difference between this one and the other one. Settings control the multiplier of XP cost per level. and the exponent of raising XP cost per level. Interesting. Okay. Lethality. So it's the chances of being killed in action. You can adjust how likely, if you take an injury, you're likely to be killed. We'll just leave that normal. Starting money, 2 million. Leave that normal. This one, I'm mech-based speed and armor-based speed. I'm going to play it as it is. I'll show you something here when we get into it with this armor bay one. It greatly increases the time when you're modifying the armor loadout on a mech. So without noticing it in my one playthrough, I kind of really screwed everything up because I started a mech repair. I maxed out his armor and it was going to take 1,300 days. So yeah, but apparently as you upgrade the Argo, that gets a lot better. So I'm going to leave it for now. If it becomes a problem, we'll see, but I'm going to leave it. We'll just may have to play with whatever armor we get for the most part. So mech base E-Bill, so it costs more. These are all default. We're going to leave those. Specials, yep, and that's it. So we're going to play Ironman, unequipped mechs, max parts, and just some small tweaks in here, but nothing critical. Just the XP, I believe, is what I tweaked, just to bring us up to the rest of the mechs, mech warriors. I mean, we're the leader, so we should be. All right, and here we are at the character creation. Oh, that was loud. Yelled right in my ear. Okay, we're at the character creation. So while I was playing around with it, I had sat down with my daughter, and she decided she wanted to create my character for our YouTube series. So I have it all in here, and we're going to do it the way she asked me to do it because that's how I am, and she's going to think it's hilarious. So she didn't care about any of this, so I can pick what I want. I'm going to go with Davion, just because I like their symbol. And I'm going to go for gunnery, mainly. But gunnery and tactics, we'll do 2 gunnery and 1 tactics. So we'll do exiled, and we can do soldier or gladiator for gunnery. So we're going to do soldier, because I did gladiator in the other playthrough. So we'll just do that. That's just going to get us our starting points. As this is no real storyline, it's more of a roguelike sandbox mercenary simulator. So you basically play till you run out of money or whatever. So it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, so she liked this picture, so that's what we're going to use. And her called sign is Mad Hat. And her name is Madeline Hatter. This is a character from one of her favorite book series, the Ever After High, which I read to her on occasion. So she wants me to be Madeline Hatter, known as Mad Hat.
Receiving you.
Where was the Irish I think she wanted?
Waiting for orders. Standing by.
Yeah, this is the voice she liked.
I'm receiving you.
Okay, so we're going to go with that, and there we go. So that's Madeline Hatter, leader of the Mad Hatters. So there we go. She's created my company for me, and we're going to get into it. So 4, 2, and 3, 2. That's pretty good. Again, the other guys all start at 3s, but they have enough points to get 3 of them up to 4, so this should balance out. And let's get into the game and see what we got for mechs. Exciting times. I've been really enjoying testing RogueTech, so I'm really looking forward to getting a proper playthrough and actually doing it for real this time. And just hope that I get a good starter mech here. All right, here we are. There's our Argo, all in pieces. 2.2692 million. I don't know why we had more than 2 million. That's a thing that happens. Let's get into it. Mech Bay, what do we get? What do we get? We got a bunch of lights. 1, 2, 3, 4 lights and a medium. Oh no, this is technically a medium. Blackjack. Blackjack 1 DC. AC2, medium laser, small laser, medium laser. Interesting. Okay. Then we have a Jenner JR7D. Looks like 4 SRMs and some medium lasers. Jump jets. Cool. Fire starter. I didn't get a fire starter. This is a cool one. Oh yeah, this is a cool one. Look at all the stuff. Okay, this is one that has some cool stuff. We'll look at that in a minute. It's got some unique stuff from RogueTech. This trebuchet has been in, if this is my 4th restart, this exact fit has been in 3 of them. Actually, I lied. This one's different. That's good. This one is different. I can live with this one. The other one I had was autocannon something something. I like this one. Okay. And then we have a Panther 9 ALAG PPC SRM4. Pretty simple. Alright, so that's our starting lineup. We are going to go ahead with that. I don't think I got any of the cool ones, but this fire starter might be interesting, but I didn't get the Genji. I'll have to see if I can find one in the game. Or build it. Or maybe I can build it from... There seems to be a lot of resizing, so I even saw a Highlander that was shrunk down. It was called a Wolf... Oh crap, I can't remember now. Wolf something. Crap. Yeah, it was shrunk down Highlander. It was pretty cool looking too. Lots of interesting things. So this guy's got an ultralight gyro, a supercharger, plasma torch. So these are support weapons. The one thing to keep in mind, small lasers and machine guns are no longer support weapons. They take their energy or ballistic slots, and there's new support weapons, which are pretty cool. So plasma torch here, you see 35 damage. 10 varying damage, I don't know exactly what that means. I think it does 10 damage up or down. That's my guess. Again, I haven't played enough to really know. We'll have to keep an eye on it. 6 jump jets. This guy's going to be flying. 2 ER medium lasers. It's extended range. Yeah, those are cool. I wouldn't mind pulse lasers up here. Is it? What is? So that's another thing. There's lots of pulse lasers, but these are still just ones, so they're not bad. Plasma torch. Ultralight gives us plus 20% stability, minus 3 tons, so it actually frees up 3 tons. Oh, I see what it is. So it replaces the default gyro that comes with the mech, or with the battle mech, with one that's plus 20% stability damage taken, 10% less stability threshold. So he's easier to knock down, but it frees up 3 tons, which allows him to fit more stuff. Then the supercharger, plus 30% walk, sprint, and plus 10% heat generated, so it goes faster. So this could be fun. It's a scout disabler, so this one's used as a scout with 2 plasma torches and 2 extended range lasers. I like it. And the armor is good. So you can see here, I'll show you. If we look 0 days, if I max armor, 223 days just to adjust the armor. Yeah, so we can't do that, unfortunately. So if we refresh that, back to revert. I don't know where it found points. I guess it just changed it. It pulled some from here and moved it. Yeah, so just moving, just changing the armor a little bit was 200 days. So we'll have to see if that improves as we go. But this is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to get straight into it. We'll quickly check the store just to see if there's anything interesting. Oops, store. So this first episode is going to be a little long because we're going to go through all the setup and then we'll do our first mission. AC 10 plus with 10 damage. I'm going to might grab that just to have it. So you can see here, machine guns are no longer support weapons, they're ballistic weapons. See if there's anything else interesting in here. Same with small lasers. SRM 6++, plus 2 accuracy, SRM 4+. We do have an SRM 4 on one of our mechs, plus 2 damage isn't terrible. I'm not overly impressed with missiles in this RogueTech so far. So here's something here, AC 10 live fire training ammo. Does 70% or 75%, remove 75% of your damage, but does 2 times stability, so it's just good for knocking things over. And you can get that for all the different things. It seems to be every place you go has these ones. There are some other ammos that I do not see here, but everywhere seems to have the regular and the training ammo. There's some heat ammo. There's all sorts of other stuff I've seen so far coming along. They even vary from different guns. Like the AC2 has some stuff I haven't seen in the AC20, but the AC20 has some cool stuff. Also this machine gun half ammo is nice. So if you don't need the full 200 because you have like 1 or 2 machine guns, you can do half a ton ammo, or you can do a ton and a half. So a little bit more flexibility there. I'd like to see that maybe for some of the other stuff as well, but that is neither here nor there. So there's nothing here worth buying. We do have some stuff in our storage as well, so we'll take a look at that. Is it here? Yes, mech bay, storage, no, components, AC-10. See, we have AC-10 precision ammo. So precision ammo carries self-guided gyrojet shells, increasing accuracy, but carries 10, or 8 instead of 15, I think, or 8 instead of 10. Oh, 8 rounds, 8 rounds. Oh. Provides a buff to all of your ammo of the same type and does not stack. Okay, so yeah, so that just replaces. I'm going to actually do that if we ever have an AC-10. We have caseless ammo for the AC-2. So it carries 38 rounds. Auto cannon ammunition. Instead of standard metal or plastic casing filled with propellant, the caseless autocannon round had propellant packed around the projectile, carries 38 rounds, and can be equipped multiple without additional penalty, but you get +2 recoil. So you get 50% more ammo, but you also take a bigger penalty if you shoot it rapidly. There's some more precision, which is again the accuracy portion, +1 accuracy. Here's the AC, the armor piercing, plus 100% crit, but you only get 3 shots. Now my understanding is if I put this on, I can also put regular AC 20 ammo and it converts them, is my understanding. We'll have to see, we'll have to play with it when we get a chance. Caseless M precision for the AC 5. Some heavy rifles I wasn't a big fan of, but they're kind of replacements for autocannons. I tried the medium rifle alongside an AC-5, and the AC-5 performed way better, but I may be just using it wrong. And here's some heavy machine guns to replace your regular machine guns. Do more damage. Like this pirate one is great, it does 40 damage, or 4 times 10. So 10 shots, 4 damage, I think. So pretty cool stuff. But 10, I mean that's 20 shots from a single hit. Ammo. Single ton of ammo, so that's really good. No interesting lasers and stuff. Alright. So that's done. Let's do our customize company. Click on the thingy. The Mad Hatters. There you go, Critter. And she had picked one of these. See if I can find it. La da da. Which one was it, Critter? She's not here. She's out with her mom while I'm recording, so I have to just remember. Hopefully I got it right. There we go. I think it was the bunny. I think it was the bunny. It's the one that's jumping out at me anyways. That's fine. If it's wrong, she'll tell me and I'll fix it. Okay, so there we go. We're the Mad Hatters. We're the bunnies. That's perfect. Look at all these. So this is all part of the mods. There's all sorts of new icons you can use for your mercenary lance, or your mercenary company. And we're going to go with red. Not silver there. That was... this was orange. This was orange and white. Yeah, orange here, white here. And then blue on the... Not there. White here, blue here. Something like that. Orange. Yellow. Orange. Was it reversed? Crap, I don't remember. Might have been the other orange. Hang on. It's going to be close enough. We're going to call it close enough right there. That's fine. That's our company because they're my channel colors, and that's what Critter wanted. So we are done there. We'll quickly do our skills, and we'll get into our first mission. As you can see here, we start with a total of 8 MechWarriors. Our character plus 7. That's critical to this mod pack, and I'll tell you why when we get there. I'm hoping her voice actually worked. I've had it a few times where I picked like a male's voice and I got a female's voice when I got into the game.
What do you need?
So what I've started with, until we know what we have for mechs and what we're doing, I just sort of, wasn't tactics, was it tactics? No, it was piloting for the unsteady threshold, is to get these up to 4, and then with our first little bit of experience, we'll get this up to 4 and get everybody to 4, 4, 4.
Training complete.
And then once we've got an idea of how we're playing and what mechs we start with, because it's going to be a while before we can replace them, is then we can start picking people to specialize. I do want one.
Hey there.
I want 2 of them to have this. So I might do that here for one of them. Just to go with that fire starter, I think. I think that thing's going to be great, and that's the one that gives +1 evasion, if I remember correctly. I should have probably looked at that before I... generates extra evasive charge for movement actions and jumps 10% further. So that's going to be amazing in the fire starter. I'm going to do 2 of them. We're going to have Brother and we're going to have Decker because I'm used to Decker being in my fast, light scout mech. So we'll do those 2 like that. I've already changed my plan. We haven't even got into the actual doing anything yet. Glitch, you can do... Is that 4 so far? That is 4 so far, but we need 1 more not scout. Or we have a lot of lights, so it might be of benefit. So what I'm thinking of doing with these guys is go this way for Ace Pilot and take this one here to get the +1 initiative. Sensor lock is going to be important though, so I might flip. I don't know yet. I don't know. We have a long time before we get there though to worry about it. And here's Mad Hat.
Yes,
We'll
Commander.
fix her for our last one now. We are going to take for her. Wonder if we give her Master Tactician. And then we'll get Guts. Piloting up one each. Yeah, I think that's good there. We'll give her that. We'll put her in the Blackjack or one of the mediums so she can act in the light phase in one of the medium mechs. Yeah, that should be good. Alright. So that's them. We'll see how that performs, and then we'll do some of the others. Because we have these two plus Mad plus one of these two, and then we'll have Glitch, Medusa, Tinker, and Brother as the B side. Alright, excellent. I think we're good to go. Let's get one ship upgrade started. We're just going to start them right off the hop. We're gonna right away get it repaired because we're going to need it. One thing I've noticed, we are going to need it. It's cheap, it takes 15 days.
Roger that, Commander.
So if we...
I'll get the crew moving.
Oh, I forgot to mention, the one thing I did do, if it stuck, is I took out the armor repairing mod. So there is a mod where your armor damage has to be repaired. And it was taking... One thing that I didn't like was every time I finished a battle, it didn't matter. Even if it didn't breach the armor into the structure, I was taking like 20 days of downtime to repair my mechs. And also it was very finicky because if I didn't use the auto repair, so it pops up a message, you hit yes, it puts all of the mechs that are damaged into repair. But if I wanted to change one and do it manually, I had to manually reassign the armor points that were missing every time. So I got rid of it for now. I just didn't like it. There's another mod suggested if you don't like that to take this other one, but we're just going to go with what I have here. So just so that anybody who knows RogueTech and sees that I'm not repairing armor, that's why. If I did it right. It worked in my last test playthrough. So there we go. Mad Hatters are ready for their first mission. Now one thing I have noticed is sometimes the first one doesn't load everything. So see how there's this many? There's only 3. Now we could take this. That's fine. A capture base, half a skull. We'll talk about that in a second, but I'm going to flip back to the Argo for a second. Come on. Why is it frozen? There we go. So we flip back to the Argo and then go back to contracts. And then it shows us the rest. So this game is hard. Our lance that we have right now is probably going to be just barely half a skull. And I did my first one. I thought vanilla, 1.5 skull was easy. I'll just do that. And I got destroyed. I did a 1.5 skull a battle and got destroyed. So we are going to be taking half skull missions to start. Because that's what we need to do until we've built up some stuff. So and I'm going to try to remember to talk to things as they come up. So we could take this one. It only gives us 2 salvage. This is a convoy I really don't want to do. Or capture base or another battle with 2. We're going to take this one because it pays more. And let's do... Since we still have sea bills, let's go for a little bit of salvage. That should be good there. We'll keep a little bit of money coming in because it's 98,000. And if we don't take any damage at all, it's going to cost us money just to take the mission because there are deployment costs. So the deployment costs is based on the value of the mech is my understanding. So that's 5,600. 5640. If we take this fire starter, it's also 5680. Probably because it's value. Let's try this. Yeah, see? This guy's lighter, but it's not the weight because you saw that the fire starter was more. It was because the stuff on it is more expensive. So as you get better mechs, it costs more to deploy them, so you have to expect them to perform better. Anyway, we're going to take the fire starter and we're going to put Decker in it right off the hop. We are going to take this trebuchet. We'll put someone in that. We are going to take the Blackjack, put them at this end because we're going to have a second light. And do we want the Jenner or the Panther? PPC SRM4 or Jenner SRM4, 4 medium lasers and jump jets. Yeah, we're going to take the Jenner. Also because I like the mech. Now this mech, I might actually put Brother in it right off the hop. Might as well double down on the mobility. And then we're going to put Mad Hat in... What do you have, Blackjack? You are a bunch of lasers and an AC-2, so you're kind of a snipery deal. And then the Trebuchet, Trench Bucket, is our long range. So Behemoth, just so I don't forget, and then Mad Hat can have the Blackjack. There we go. We are ready to go. Yeah, I'm not sure I like this Panther, the PPC, because of the missing all the time, as you'll see. PPC is a little... There's not a lot going on here, but we'll see. Alright, that's good. Let's do our first mission. We got it. First battle, away we go. See you on the other side. Alright, there we go. Going on down to the planet.
Command interface initiated.
So here's our battle.
Okay.
Oh.
Here we go.
Okay, Decker. Here we go. So that's the enemy units. We may get reinforcements. So we're going to actually bring Decker around to this tree here. We're going to kind of keep on the high ground. We could go down to this valley, but if we start here, we might be able to get some high ground early action. So we can go that far if we run, sprint, but if we jump, can't go quite as far. Okay, so it does run faster. That's the supercharger. And that's fine. So you can see here, less stability, supercharged engines. Super cool. So he's our scout. He's got the ER medium lasers as well, so if there's something he can shoot it. That's actually the board edge too. That's interesting. So there's not going to be much coming from this way. If anything comes, it'll come from the sides. And probably this side, because, well, no, it's a pretty small map. So we probably would have seen something by now. The other thing in BattleTech, or in RogueTech, is there's now an end turn, so it doesn't just immediately flip to the next guy, so you can kind of see the results of your movement, which is nice. And I did turn off the speed up. Okay, so that's where the Jenner gets by sprinting. Let's see if it gets any further with jumping. About the same. Oh. No, shorter. Okay, good. You can, so yeah, so
Roger.
you get to end your turn. I turned off the speed up, but you can hit spacebar to speed it up for one action. I just did that so I can keep track of what's going on, because I don't know what's going on half the time in RogueTech. So there we go. The other thing is you can now sprint and shoot, but you take a penalty. So you take -1 or +1 difficulty if you move and then shoot. You also get a +2 difficulty if you sprint and shoot, and +3 if you jump and shoot. Is my understanding, if I got that in the right order. So it's yeah, lots more tactical. It's much more closer to the tabletop, as if you're playing like a digital version of the tabletop game. Not perfect, but pretty close with the variety and all the rules, and things like heat work a little differently and stability work a little differently. Okay, so Behemoth is the only one that doesn't act in this turn, which is fine because she's the missile boat, and I don't really like missile boats so far anyway.
Waiting for orders.
So we have 2 mechs.
Waiting for orders.
So we could try and bring him around the wall here, or we can bring him in range to shoot, or we could jump him in range to shoot. Move. So move doesn't let him shoot, but we could sprint him in here and take a shot, or we can try to come around. You know, he's gonna come around this way. No, this is the wrong guy. Decker.
I'm here.
Decker can move and shoot, so that's probably what we're gonna do. 3 evasive, or 3 evasive. Okay, so that's our maximum right now. Well, 2.5. I'd like to jump into cover. Let's do the sprint. We'll do the move since we can do it right there, because this is less penalty to our hit. Gotta remember the penalty to hit. Now, we're not gonna be able to shoot the plasma torch because it's super close range, like melee, but we can shoot the ER laser. 75% actually, that's a really good chance to hit. So medium range from the force weapon actually, so there was no penalty for him walking. I thought there was, but I guess there isn't. And then we also get a +1 accuracy for the weapon itself, or -1 as you see up top. Minuses make it easier. Alright. So you go ahead and shoot this Panther. What's a Haywire EMP? Can I cannot. Okay, we'll have to see what that is. I haven't seen that yet. Well, let's shoot him. Precision strike and this work differently as well, and we'll talk about that in a minute.
Copy that.
So your precision strike is actually called something else. All of a sudden I can't remember it. Oh, offensive push, I think. And what it does is it lowers your accuracy, but then you do a called shot instead of increasing and called shot, which is dagger. Narc, beacon, haywire, RPG, plasma torch, tag. I know what the tag does. I know what the plasma torch does.
Damage is minor.
Haywire, RPG, I can guess what it does. Narc beacon tells me. Well, Narc beacon's probably. I do not know. That is interesting. Okay, who'd you shoot? You shot Decker. So, if I right-click on the fire starter, we can see what he has. He has a Narc pod was attached, making the target easier to hit. So that's similar to Tag. Tag is a +1 to hit as well. This one doesn't tell you how he's here, so that's interesting. So these kind of stack. And systems have been scrambled. So I guess we'll find out what that means. Okay, excellent.
Standing
Brother, I think we're actually going to use. I'm going to move the blackjack just out like this, and Mad Hatter's going to shoot whatever that was.
I'm there.
And by just moving, we might be able to hit. We have the AC2 with. I think we had precision ammo. I forgot to move the ammo. That's the other thing I usually do is move the ammo out of the shoulders because that's where they put it. I don't want it to explode and take off my head. Alright, just regular AC2 ammo. But, oh, wow. Max range, yeah, so we're going to save some heat. We only have a 13% with the AC2s because arm mounted, so minus 1 is just good. Medium range is +2, moved south, so there is a +1 to move. I don't know why the other one didn't get it. Might be into a forest. Yes. And then the target move, there's their chevrons and enemy effect. Enemy effect? What effect? What's this? Shot. Okay. ECM right there. So this ECM is making harder to hit. Supercharged. Jump distance increased. Partial wing system, so it can wow. So it can jump further. Increased sight signature. That's nice. Black Ops cockpit, it looks like. Sight, signature, and health. Cool. And into cover. Yeah, this is just not going to hit, but we're going to try it anyway. We have 25 shots.
Fire it.
Yeah, both missed. Shooting does not reduce your evasion. The only thing that reduces your evasion is getting punched, because you get knocked over, or sensor lock. And then there's some other in-game like items you can use, probably, that I haven't seen yet, but so far the only thing I can... Wow. Commando 2D BI. Look at all those small lasers. And again, they're not support weapons anymore. They actually shoot out a little bit.
Commander?
Oh, you can melee this guy, eh? 22% chance to hit, though. That's not going to do it. Move into cover. 14. Yeah, he's hard to hit. We're going to have to do something with him. But that's the Jenner. If we jump him, can we get better? We can get a side angle. Let's try that. Just for fun. That's why we have them. So, and so you can see now he's got 4 chevrons instead of the 2.5 because he has the skill. So that's cool. 8% and heat. So we're gonna drop the 4%. This doesn't cost ammo, so we're gonna do it and just take the heat, I guess. All missed. Boom, 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 boom. So yeah, much harder. Much harder. I know that didn't hit. It's your fault. Now Behemoth will be the last. Was that another? That's a Panther. That's the one we saw earlier. Okay. Yes, you are, Decker. Of course you are. Behemoth with your missiles.
Waiting for orders.
So we can indirect fire. 1. With no good shots. We can move. That gets us the Panther at... Or that gets us the Panther. That's probably the best we're going to hope for. Take out that Panther. This isn't bad either. 2013. Once we move, it's actually going to go down because it doesn't account for the move in this calculation. So it's actually going to go down even lower. But we have to do it. We have to do it. Got to take the shots. We may or may not shoot the missiles. That's the dagger, and that's the Panther. So Panther's slightly better, and he's already injured, so that's what we're going to shoot. Couple missiles hit. couple missiles hit. So this is where having a melee mech early on is going to be of super benefit. Okay, that's fine. Missed all that. So they missed too, so that's not a problem. As you go up in skulls, the pilots get better though. Ooh. I'll tell you, 1.5 skulls, they weren't missing near enough.
Commander.
So we're going to punch the back or the side of this thing. It's not going to hit. Oh, wow. I almost think we have to go for this commando. And we'll go up from here because we get cover and side angles, and we're just going to try to take something out. This will shoot our plasma torch, so that's good. So we may train Decker, I don't know. It kicked him. Now the plasma torches. Boom, boom. Good. And he might overheat. So when you hit your heat threshold, you, instead of just overheating and taking structure damage, you roll a chance for any ammo you're carrying to blow up. And you also immediately roll for shutdown. You do a shutdown override once you're past your threshold. Once you hit max, you shut down either way. But you roll those two things every time you go over your threshold with heat. So there's a chance that if I overheat a mech with AC2 ammo in the shoulder, like Mad Hat has, I could blow off that arm by overheating. So you don't want to do that if you can help it. Can you... No, I want... Brother, you can melee this commando as well, right? 63%. You can't get this dagger, he moved too far. We're going to try and punch this thing again. So another thing that happens is if you miss a melee attack, there's a chance you're going to fall down. You take a stability hit. And every time you take a stability hit, there's a chance you're going to fall down. So I hit him, so that's good. Now he's going to roll a stability check. You saw it there, I think. Panther coming up. Good. +4 heat, so he hit with something. And now Mad Hat.
Waiting for orders.
That's a covered shot. What's this gonna do? Let's try this. Probably still won't be able to use our medium lasers. But actually, we'll probably turn off these smalls. Let's try it here. Turn these off. Start turning on some medium lasers. So we're still doing good on our heat. So we'll just do an alpha. Max it out here. See what happens. Okay, so yeah, so offensive push, +6 penalty to hit, makes it 6 harder, but you also reduce the initiative still and can call the shot. And then your vigilance, every time you do good, you get plus points. Every time you get hit or negative things happen, you get minus points. And then eventually you get enough points to spend that you can use this. So pretty much what it was, but it's the only thing that uses it. This doesn't use morale anymore. Oh yeah.
Fire an owl weapon.
That was pretty good. So you resist the morale check. So every time they take damage, there's a chance that they can eject. They do a panic and
Ready
eject.
for orders.
Oh man, I'd like to get on this guy with the punch, but we can punch this guy. 54%, let's just do it. More likely to hit with that than the guns and stuff right now. And then now that we're close, we can start shooting because we don't have to move, maybe? Oh yeah, kicked his arm right off.
For physical attack.
Fortunately, all his weapons are on the other side. Here and here. But that's good, we've done some damage now. That dagger is going to be a bit of a pain. A bit of a pain. Oh, did something fall over? What? Oh no, he's just overheating, okay.
Orders.
It looked like he fell down, but he's just standing there overheating. Okay. Decker dude. That's 1. 47% with ER medium laser. Or we can turn and we can probably shoot. Let's just see here. We can't melee this guy because there's nothing open. That's the dagger? No, that's my Jenner. Don't kill that. Oh, it's the commando, that's right. Commando. Panther. We can't actually get over there. We can shoot this guy, or we could move up. If we move into here, let's just say, turn just enough. Yeah, we can do this. We gotta keep it so we can actually see him though. What if we go over here actually? Let's try this again. Because we can actually move over here. I'm going to go that far. We don't want to give him our back too easily. We can turn like... no. I want the back arc if I can get it. That gives him our back though. We don't want that. I think this is going to be our... I don't have a good spot. Okay, we're just going to stand. We're going to move here. Turn just enough. I'm going to shoot this guy. I just didn't want to give my back to this dagger up here.
Roger that.
Oh no, I didn't turn him enough. Oh well, we'll shoot the other guy then. Heat. So we're going to drop one of the plasma torches. Because we have a better chance to hit, even though it's less damage, we have a better chance to hit. This does really good heat damage though. We could cook this guy. Let's do that. We'll drop one of these. We'll try and overheat him. Both missed. Alright, everything missed. Woo!
No joy.
Bam, bam, nothing, no good. So the plasma torch is like close range PPCs. Pretty sweet. Oh, ow! Can't believe it. Wow, critical heat. So you're gonna see. Oh, he doesn't have any ammo to cook off, so that's fine. Madeline, we need you to get in here.
Standing by.
Switch to the. That's still okay. It's gonna come down a little bit. We have a side shot on this
Location
guy
confirmed.
too. We're gonna hit this one actually because we have a better chance to hit him. We do a little bit of heat, so what if we... 2 small lasers doesn't get us low enough, eh? What about a medium laser? No, 2 smalls. And this medium? And then we can put one of the smalls back? Yeah, there we go. That's about what we can do. Just trying to keep it under because we do have the AC2 ammo. Alright. Blew up his left arm. He resisted his morale check. So he's not going to bail out. Yeah, no, I'm really enjoying RogueTech. It's much more difficult, which is great. Much more, a lot more tactics because you have the different. You can build all sorts of different mech layouts that do different things. Oh, there's some heat damage to the trebuchet. So otherwise, he's right. Can you just punch him?
How's it going?
20%. Ugh. What if we hit 1? Can you shoot him? 30%. So if we rotate you, yeah, that dagger's going to be a bit. We want to try to get rid of. Ooh, that's good. Yeah, we're going to take this guy out. We're going to hit him hard with everything and hope for the best. We're not even going to move. Okay. Why is that? Okay, good. Good. Let's do it. Lay him out.
Giving him everything I've got.
Okay, took out some more of his stuff. We put him over his threshold. So now as we hit him, he's going to start doing stability checks. Once you're over your threshold, every hit, I think every hit that causes stability damage anyway, will cause you to test to fall over. So, where is she? She's right there, eh? Wow, she can actually shoot the dagger alright, but... ugh. We're going to turn these off and just do the 3 lasers and go. There you go, now he's unstable, so you can see that was his stress test because he's taking more and more hits. Ooh, that guy just got buffed. With confidence. Oh, engine shutdown initiated, so whoever that was just overheated, that's perfect. So he is shut down, so we are going to take care of
Good to
him.
go.
From the back with a punch from our commando with the plasma torches. That's perfect, that's... Can't use the plasma torches or he's going to overheat, so we'll just not. Although it doesn't really matter because we don't have any ammo to cook off, so I probably should have, but this should finish it. And there we go. So that's one target down. Okay. That dagger is going to take us some time. We're going to have to pin him down. If we can knock him over, that'll help. Come on. There's only 2 of you. We must... There we go. He's not overly scary. I mean, EM lasers, medium lasers are pretty good. Plasma torch, yeah, he's pretty scary. He's overheating my fire starter. He needs to get punched. So, brother, what are you doing here? Let's see if you can you hit somebody?
Receiving you.
32 overheating. So that's 70. Yeah, he does way more damage with this. We're not going to move. We're just going to shoot and hope for the best. Wonder what happens if we turn to face the dagger. What we're going to get. About the same, eh? Okay, well the dagger's unhit. We're going to try to get rid of this panther so we have just the one guy left. That's going to be the plan. So we're just going to shoot. I'm going to shoot this guy with everything. So I'll show you this. Because I have the SRMs, you're going to see the roll for ammo explosion. That's what we're going to do. And if it explodes, it was for science. So here comes the overheat.
Let's do this.
He resisted, so he didn't bail. Heat critical. Ammo explosion avoided. Oh, see, he shut down.
Engine
So
shut down. I'm a sitting duck.
that's great. So now he's well, that's okay. You saw it. So he's engine shut down. He's not. Something else engine shut down. He must have started it up again. Oh, it's the guy we killed. That's right. You can just shoot. I think you're going to have a pretty good shot here. Oh, not really. Why is it so low? Long range. And from and into target moved. Oh, wow. Plus 10. He's moving fast. Is that the... Okay. Well, in that case then, can we punch him? No. Can we sprint? We can sprint to get in closer. We can move. We're going to move... No, let's just shoot, because if we move, it's going to get even harder. We can take this guy. We'll have to shoot medium range. We do have to drop something. That should do it. 5%. I'm not even going to bother. Let's just... You know what? The medium lasers suck anyways, so let's conserve a bit of heat. Just that target move that sucks. We're just going to have to do it. Not going to hit him. I'm going to waste the ammo, but... I mean, there was a small chance. I should have moved in so I could try to punch, but it's okay.
No love on that strike.
You're going to get a 28, or you're going to get a 23.
Commander.
Or... There's a hit! Nice! Woo! So that was good. We applied some damage. Just as I was hoping. I'd like to turn my locust back on. He's in here somewhere, isn't he? Wait. Yeah, ouch. In the back from that dagger. Okay, that's not good.
I'm showing minor
One.
damage. I'm here.
So this is actually a pretty good shot on the dagger because we're shooting him in the back. We could punch him, but we only do 40 damage. Let's alpha strike this. Beautiful. 2% on the autocannons. I'm not going to shoot the autocannons because that's a waste of ammo. Oh, that was a good choice.
Confirmed.
Unfortunately, we killed some good equipment, but we'll see what we get salvaged. But that was excellent. He couldn't have given me a better target, I guess. So that's good. The dagger's done. That fire starter's taking a beating. I know, Decker. Can you punch him?
That shot went internal.
You may.
Yes, Commander.
Punch him from the rear. Are you going to overheat if I turn these on? You are. I have to risk it, though. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Because shooting only does a little bit more damage. Oh, we missed. Oh no. Did he stability? He avoided it. Okay.
Engaging.
So you see there he rolled a check to avoid instability. He could have gotten destabilized. Okay, we overrided the shutdown that time, so that's good.
Failed to connect.
Brother needs to power up his mech. And that's all he gets to do this turn.
Need something, Chief?
47%. Does pretty good damage. If we just shoot, can she shoot him? Indirectly? Ha! No? Okay. So yeah, we're just gonna shoot. We're gonna, if I turn and shoot, can I turn and shoot? No. There's something in the way. So she's gonna have to do the moving deal. So if we come and punch him, see what we can do. Wait, what?
On
What?
my way.
We're not gonna shoot the other M's. We're just gonna land him with our lasers then. I thought I punched him. I must have clicked the wrong spot. That's okay. That worked out. And he's gonna shoot my fire starter in the back and overheat him somewhere. Oh no, he shot at the trebuchet. Those are heat critical. Okay, Decker. Once more.
Armor blow through.
Can you punch him?
Internal.
Oh,
Receiving
you can't. Can't get in. He's got himself into a corner. So if we rotate you, how's your shooting look? We're gonna have to move closer. So if we move, we get in as close as we can shoot everything at 20%. Let's do it. We are still gonna overheat, but that's okay. We're not full yet, so let's just do it. Maybe we can kill him. Boom! Explodified. There we go.
Affirmative.
And there you go. Heat damage. Oh no. That's probably going to cost us, but it won the fight. We probably could have just slow rolled him, not done the overheating, but let him cool down. But he's a fire starter. He's supposed to be running hot, right?
Mission successful.
That's the deal. So hopefully we can get. I saw that when we destroyed the dagger, we took out a advanced materials. I'm hoping we can capture some of those. Those are nice. I'll show you. So yeah, this fire starter is going to cost us a bit to repair. And you can see I only have 250 experience, and this thing's going to cost us a couple days. Oh wow, look at all the mech parts we can get. We could get a dagger. Dagger. Extremely fast scout. Prototype electronics warfare suite, null signature, tag, and haywire narc launchers. That could be a lot of fun, but we can only get 2 pieces. We have 5 pieces here because he. Well, how do we get 5? Haywire EMP. What's it do? Haywire launcher deals little to no damage, but instead scrambles an enemy's electronics, decreasing the effectiveness of the targeting, moving, spotting, heat management systems. Okay, so it just messes everything up. Okay, narc beacon. We already read that. Plasma torch, we know, we saw a tag. There's an advanced materials. We're going to grab this. So you can see what it does is it takes 0 tons to put on. Actually, but it gives you -1 ton, so you can actually make more room on a mech. So we're going to take 2 of those. Hell yeah. 3 of them? Oh, let's see what else there is. But so there's 2 more. EWS, accuracy and sight, harder to hit. That's what was causing so much trouble with the dagger. That would actually be worth taking as well. I might. How many tons is that? Oh, we have a chance of rolling a couple of these. It's 3 tons, but it might be worth it if we can get enough advanced materials to make it fit. Ooh, an NSS. So bulwark. So if you don't move, you get bulwark, which is actually pretty amazing. It's 1.5 tons, minus 40% heat. No, minus 20% heat, or plus 20% heat, minus 45% signature, which makes you harder to see and shoot, and plus 1 defense. Oh man, I want that too. We're gonna have to risk rolling the advanced materials for these things. Partial wing, slice suite, plus health and morale, plus sensor. Wow, I want all these things. Oh, and look at all the TSMs. I'm gonna have to. Well, we'll roll some of those. This I'm gonna take. This I have to take. Plus 1 health and morale, plus 20% signature and sight. Stick that in the head of one of our scouts. EWS or NSS? I like bulwark. I'm actually gonna take, but NS. Yeah. Wow. Lots of good stuff here. Could have used some more salvage, but we didn't have another option anyway. We only got 2 mechs anyway. Let's take This will be harder easier to fit. Partial wing is nice too. Okay. So we got one of the daggers. We got the Narc Beacon and the Haywire MP. We got one of the advanced materials. Okay. We ended up with the slice. We ended up with an NSS, 2 TSNs. Okay, that's not so bad. We can take that. I like it. Lots of good stuff in there. Lots of good stuff. And that's it. So that is our first mission. Alright, so that's it. That is our first mission. We got our loot. We did some damage. We're going to see the damage here before I actually end. And let's see here. Organizing chaos. In the morning. Briefing. Yang jumps right in. Commander. The mech bay is too small. My mech techs keep tripping over everything. Chief, we talked about this, Darius says in exasperation. We can't exactly knock down any walls. Samir inserts herself. What if we moved some supplies into other parts of the Leopard? But we're not in a Leopard. The bunks, the kitchen, hell, I'll even store some boxes in the cockpit if it'll help. Oh, I see, because she flies. Okay. Tell Yang to just make do, move only a small amount. Let's move every last corner. I think that helps with our mech, and we're probably going to need the mech tech points. 5 points for 30 days is going to help great. Now, morale takes a hit, which sucks, but we're about to accrue some mech time. So you'll now see all of our pilots have some days based on what happened on the battlefield. They take at least 5, it seems. Plus, if they get like shaken or something, it's extra days. So our original 4 pilots are now out for 6 days. So if we want to immediately jump into another, so say our mechs are fine, or we have enough mechs, we could jump into another mission. We'd have 4 mechs or 4 mech warriors that are out of commission, and you can still field them, even though they're injured, but at greatly reduced skills.
Yes.
Now, this looks like a glitch. I haven't played with it. I don't know what to do, but it looks like we can spend points and put extra points into these while they're injured. But I'm not sure what happens when they come out. So I haven't tried it yet. I'm not going to bother. But that just means for the next mission we're going to have to fix up or train up our other 4 mech pilots and get them out there as well. But that's... And there's our damaged mechs. So we will just repair these... Actually, you know what? I'm going to take a second and look at these at the beginning of the next episode. And we'll repair them then. But I'm going to leave this episode here because it's already running long. So in the next episode we will take a look at maybe refitting and repairing the rest of our mechs and taking another mission. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I know it's a lot to take in. We'll keep mentioning and talking about things as we go as I learn more about RogueTech. As always, any advice or suggestions, definitely hit me up in the comment section down below. Greatly appreciate it all. You can also talk to me on Twitter. I'm active there. I try to be active there when I can. But that's going to do it. Thanks for watching. See y'all next time. I'm out of here.